Melania Trump's new documentary is out. And when I was checking theaters, I don't know, we'll see the numbers once it actually comes in, but did not see very many seats booked, which is good. And I think, you know how Ben Shapiro will be like, I'm going to go watch Barbie, and it's Barbie's woke propaganda. I think we'll go do a little movie review, and I'll let you know if you don't want to have to watch it, what goes on there. But it's supposed to be about the story of Melania and how did she do what she did. Whatever it is that she did, how did she do it? And this is interesting. I saw a headline about an interview she did promoting the documentary that was this: Melania Trump breaks with husband to praise his sworn enemy. What? Hook. Hold. The other thing I saw that she said that doesn't actually comport with her husband is this. And I'm just curious. She's saying this to us. Has she said this to Trump? Has Trump seen this video?
But first, let's talk about some of the news that's happening around our country. And let's start with what's happening in Minnesota. There are these protests, there are these shootings. The world is divided. There's pressure on both sides. You have talked a lot about coming together and being respectful. And your husband yesterday had a way to maybe bring some calmness to that area, contacting the governor, contacting the mayor, hopefully working together.
Wait, sorry. And then I'll play the rest. We're crediting Trump with potentially backtracking after 2 people are dead because of insane ICE actions, all on his direction. So like Trump starts a fire and then kind of throws 1 cup of water while throwing a bunch of fuel onto the fire, and we're supposed to cheer him on for that. When really this is just about him recognizing that Americans are completely opposed to him now. Not completely, but majority. While you watch the rest of this, please, if you appreciate this show, click the subscribe button. It is free. Click the like button. All those important things help to algorithmically reach more audiences, which means more people hearing this message.
What is your message for America about unifying both sides?
We need to unify. I'm calling for...
Oh. Well, hot diggity jog. How did we not think of that, Mel? How did we not think of, unify? Ready, go.
We need to unify. I'm calling for unity. I know my husband, the president, had a great call yesterday with the governor and the mayor, and they're working together to make it peaceful and without riots. I'm against the violence, so if you protest in peace.
The violence from who? Does the violence from the ICE agents matter at all? The violation of people's rights, does that matter at all? Because that's going to be an important step to unity, Melania. So it's interesting for her to say, I'm calling for unity. It's like whenever she did an anti-bullying campaign. It's like, wait, good, but... could you start with campaigning your husband on that? The biggest bully? And then this headline, as I told you, Melania Trump breaks with husband to praise his sworn enemy, is based on, you take that down, this clip of Melania from the same interview.
We see some scenes of you designing your inauguration dress. We see the hat. And then we also see moments, apparently, of when...
She actually mentioned the hat. Yesterday I said, is the whole documentary just going to be about picking that hat? And then she's like, we saw the hat. Wow. Melania... This might as well be, I can't think of an iconic documentary, but an iconic documentary.
Designing your inauguration dress, we see the hat. And then we also see moments, apparently, of when you talk to the Bidens. You have tea together, you drive to the rotunda, you're on Air Force One, the Biden send-off. So how were the Bidens to the Trumps on that day?
They were very nice and very beautiful relationship that day. So it was a very special day that we are spent it together driving to the Capitol, and it was very cordial relationship.
There's another scene.
Man, you can already tell this documentary is going to be put you on the edge of your seat, baby. No, I mean, I don't think she meant to word it this way, but the way she initially said, the time with them was good. How did she word it?
Send-off. So how were the Bidens to the Trumps on that day?
They were very nice and very beautiful relationship.
She's sitting in the car with the Bidens and she's like, oh, they kind of like each other. What the hell is this? They have a beautiful relationship. That's weird. Now, another interesting bit of reporting in relation to this from the Rolling Stone, chaos behind the scenes of Amazon's Melania Trump doc. So there were all of these different movie studios, whatever you call them, bidding to try to make this documentary. Do you think it's because they really thought it was going to sell out and do great? No, I actually think it's, again, struggling. We'll see what the numbers are on Friday, but it's because it was a great way to get favor with the Trumps. And so they made this $40 million deal, and she pocketed $28 million of that. A little over a year ago, Melania sparked a bidding war among Hollywood studios eager to curry favor with the incoming Trump administration. Amazon ended up beating out both Disney and Paramount, which was seeking good relationship with the White House ahead of blockbuster merger, and eye-watering $40 million for the film rights, and she kept $28 million herself. Technically, there's nothing illegal about that, they say. The First Lady is, for ethical purposes, considered to be a private citizen. Okay. And so the conflicts of interest statutes, the regulations for other executive branch employees simply don't apply. But obviously there's a problem with the ethics of it. But I mean, Trump's made billions. So what is this in that of the broader corruption? But the notable part of this is, who do you think was tasked with making this? What type of person do you think, given who Melania's husband is, would go, I'm going to make that documentary? Brett Ratner, a director, who you'll be shocked to find out has sexual assault and harassment allegations against him. People who worked on the film said they had fewer problems working with Melania than Brett Ratner. And this was the first thing he made since he was publicly accused of sexual harassment and assault by 6 women in 2017. And then it goes on to list the details, but described as an accused sex pest and sexual assaulter. Obviously, the director is going to be an accused, quote unquote, sex pest, making the documentary about the wife of a sex pest. What are the birds of a feather? She's like, did you say feather? I had a feather in my cap. Did you see my hat? So that's Melania's film crew member hopes for a flop, as insiders share behind the scenes tales. So apparently that guy Ratner was terrible to work with. Okay, obviously, and all around bad guy. And then finally you have her saying this.
You released that right here on Fox and Friends First recently. What can we expect, and why was this important to you? Because you're a very private person in many aspects.
This story was never told before. So
what story? She keeps on explaining what story. Just that you are First Lady. I know that story already. What story? The trailer that we watched yesterday was like just you walking around, and in all fairness, I don't respect the Trumps, but you got a great confident walk, and you showed that a lot in the trailer. You got it. You nailed that. Walking around, waving, hats, nailed it. What else is the story?
Never told before. So the audience will see me, how I manage my business, my philanthropy, family, preparation for the inauguration, and also establishing the East Wing for the White House. The
East Wing that Trump demolished? It's kind of ironic. I think she means like the office, the East Wing office, the staff. Who do be best or whatever.
Manage all of that in 20 days prior to the inauguration. Transition from private citizen to being a First Lady again. So
again, it's just because it's the Trumps that are making so much fun. There's interesting aspects to all things presidential and First Lady and transitions and all that. But it doesn't seem like even MAGA's too stoked about this.